my friend, welcome to week 5. And this week we're gonna talk about how failures turns into blessing. Well, my story of failure is in this week, and I shared how that failure turned into a blessing. And as I talked about last week, I came from a very traumatic relationship, and it took me years to really move on, and it took me years to really just take a break and get to know myself and spend time with myself and really figure out um, what is the most important part that I'm gonna look for in relationship. I had to really learn um, what kind of man I want to be with in a relationship. And though it happened after my failure, it still gives me chills the way that God would bless me in such a gracious way to answer my prayer. It was just, I have even no words for it. I'm just gonna tell you that right now because I had to really be mindful. Like, as I write it down, I really look back and like, oh my gosh, like he did all that in such a manner of simple, detailed ways that it seems like it didn't mean anything at that time, but now I look back, it made sense. This week, I want us to reflect on some events in your life that turned to be a blessing in disguise. Also, write down your prayers, thoughts, and feelings and revelation that you have received over the past and the present. Even the moments when you see that God gave you his promise in situation when you felt like your world is falling apart. In this week's chapter, I shared a story of how I was chasing a dream that was put on me. It was not even my dream. It was something to people please and try to fit in what success should look like for my family, my culture things. And being a nurse is one of the things of Filipino. Like, most nurses are Filipino in my family, and that's the success that they think of. And I love the nursing experience. I learned so much, but it was just not for me. And I wanted to share that because sometimes failure could really just kick you in the butt, but in the end, there was something else there for you that if you keep holding on to that pain, you forget what's God giving you in those moments. And that's the thing that amazes me about him, is that he still managed to give you joy and peace even in those times of painful moments. This week's chapter, let's look at the verses to meditate on. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 2. The Lord appeared to us in the past, saying, I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 to 9. God saved you by his grace when you believed, and you can't take credit for this. It is a gift from God. Salvation is not a reward for the good things we have done, so none of us can boast about it. Yep, it's not me who did this work. It was him, his grace, that gave me the blessings. Even from all the past mistakes I've done, he was willing to give me what I've desired. He was willing to show me his faithfulness. And then the last verse, Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. So my friend, if you're feeling down and you feel like you don't know where is your life going, I really want to encourage you, and I really pray for you to trust the Lord, that even in this lowest moment, just really believe that he will give you that understanding that He has better plans for you. And what you might see a failure or a setback could be a blessing. And usually it does. And again, don't forget to listen to the songs that I shared this week and really meditate on those verses as you go through this week and finding the blessing in disguise that I have given you. I'll see you next week.